As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
Sad news in the entertainment world. We have just learned Grammy-winning rapper Coolio has died.
Something gotta change. I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something's gotta change. And he took upstairs, he turned around and walked back upstairs. And it didn't dawn on me what he said. And then my man looked at me and Bun was like, yo, that nigga said Big. I said, yo, he sure did. He said, yeah. He said, Big gotta die? He said, yo, he said Big.
Sitting down for an interview with Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club a few months back, Diddy finally addressed the large pink elephant in the room. For the first time ever, the music mogul decided to confront the accusations head-on and discuss whether he has stolen money or taken out artists on his Bad Boy Records label. "If you think that I'm a scumbag that will ever steal anything, my name is Diddy," Sean Combs said, the music executive. "I never took nothing from nobody a day in my life. All I've ever given is the opportunity and more money than a person was making. I'd open up the doors." But despite his defiance, the FBI and arch nemesis and rap rival 50 Cent think otherwise, with both entities proving that Diddy, with the little help of Jay Z, has taken out a host of artists in order to reap from their works. How true is this? Well, how about you sit back, relax, and watch till the end? Let's get started. One of the most popular names that come up whenever Diddy and Jay's evil deeds are mentioned is Coolio.
According to TMZ, Coolio went to a friend's house in Los Angeles on Wednesday afternoon. When he saw him in the bathroom and did not return for a long time, the friend went to check and found Coolio lying on the floor. Paramedics were called in and the rapper was found dead at the scene. The male artist's manager said Coolio may have suffered a cardiac arrest leading to sudden death. Police said there were no drugs or equipment such as needles at the scene. The official cause of death of the rapper has not yet been announced.
The Illuminati has always been cloaked in mystery and conjecture as a secret club thought to be in charge of world affairs. But the most recent idea, which suggests that Jay Z might be an Illuminati member and that Coolio, a 1990s rap icon, was sacrificed, takes the cake. Yep, you heard that correctly. The creator of the legendary song Gangsta's Paradise may have been a victim of the Illuminati's evil scheme, and Jay Z may have had something to do with it all. Why, then, Coolio? What proof does this outrageous allegation have? Come along as we disprove this weird conspiracy idea. Hip-hop artist and record producer Coolio, who is best known for his work on the songs Gangsta's Paradise and Fantastic Voyage, passed away at the age of 59. His longtime manager Jerez Posey told TMZ that he passed away at a friend's house in Los Angeles, albeit the exact reason for his passing was unknown at the time. Second management of Coolio's, Sheila Feingold, confirmed the rapper passed away, stating, "He touched the world with the gift of his talent and will be missed profoundly. Thank you to everyone worldwide who has listened to his music and to everyone who has been reaching out regarding his passing. Please have Coolio's loved ones in your thoughts and prayers." Coolio's debut album launched his career. Fantastic Voyage, the album's lead single, would peak at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Gangsta's Paradise rose to the top of the solo rap charts a year later. Not only that, but in 1996, with Gangsta's Paradise, he received 6 Grammy Award nominations and 1 victory for Best Rap Solo Performance. Sadly, the rapper has passed away, and Diddy and Jay Z both have been pointed out as the people who wanted him out of the way. Coolio thought about the legacy he wished to leave behind during a 2016 interview with Uproxx. "I want to be remembered for just being a cool person and being intelligent." He said that, "If people don't remember my music, my cooking, or my film work, it doesn't matter. I just want people to say, he always tried to educate me. He was always talking about something that was going to make me a better person." When a man like him has so much to offer the world, how can he pass away so suddenly? Whether you believe it or not, his death appears to be extremely suspicious. Many recent interviews with Coolio suggested that he was planning on exposing the music industry and those who have benefited from it, and saying that he saw things that would get him killed have come to light since his passing.
I stopped talking about what I was talking about at that time because I felt like I was being, listen, I could be making this shit up in my head. It could be something.
Would the Illuminati elites have sent their elusive hitman after Coolio if he had been considering producing more of this kind of content? It's difficult to know for sure. Or is it possible that he actually had undiagnosed heart disease, as it is most likely the primary cause of his death at this time? Rumors had it that Jay Z, who purportedly belongs to the Illuminati, took part in the sacrifice of Coolio. If you didn't know, Jay Z, the renowned rap artist, has long been the focus of a number of rumors. Some people think he's an Illuminati member. Allegations include everything from surreptitiously establishing a new world government to brainwashing the populace through dance moves and music videos to actually participating in human sacrifices. As it stands, he and Diddy are responsible for Coolio's death simply because he was going to expose their Illuminati dealings. Their second victim is yet another popular name in the industry, Biggie Smalls, or if you like, Notorious B.I.G. The sudden demise of the well-known rap legend Notorious B.I.G. has long been a mystery, but the stakes now seem very different. The difference right now is that a few famous people are accusing two other rap legends, Jay Z and Diddy, of being involved in the mystery. That's true. Despite being the creators of Rockefeller and Bad Boy Records, they remain the main suspects in the crime, and the evidence supporting these assertions is solid. According to those close to the slain rapper, Biggie was actually in the way of Diddy's plan all along, and Diddy even went so far as to give Uncle Ron, his bodyguard, $30,000 in exchange for Biggie's sacrifice. When Uncle Ron discovered Biggie was already preparing to leave the Bad Boys, he promptly declined the offer. Regrettably, the fact that Biggie is no longer with us cannot be changed. Uncle Ron, who was Diddy's former bodyguard, is well familiar with the man. He also demonstrated how vicious Diddy can be while pursuing his goals. Even the fans thought Diddy was responsible for Biggie's puzzling demise. One of them claimed in a tweet, "I'm 99% sure Diddy had Biggie killed."
Let's reminisce the fact. I told our driver, Kenny, run this next 3 lights. Run the light, Kenny. Kenny ran the light, Big stopped at the light. Big get killed. Wasn't meant for him, bruh.
A veteran of the music business named Jaguar Wright has also leveled similar charges against Diddy. It is important to hear what she has to say about the subject. You probably already know how extensively Diddy took use of Biggie's money. Jaguar's claims should not be readily ignored, especially considering her track record of enforcing the law. As a result, we can trust her statements. Jaguar's supporters are also uniting behind her and showing their love by putting their faith in her statements. A follower tweeted, "When Jaguar Wright said Diddy has been making money off Biggie for longer than Biggie was alive is crazy, but true. He was 24 when he passed. He has been dead for 25 years.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive."
Even Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace, believes his son was sacrificed. Valletta Wallace claimed in a moving interview with the Daily Mail that she suffers from emotional torment every day since she knows she will never see her son again, and that the person responsible for his death is still at large, or well, just smiling in her face. She made an emotional statement to explain her sentiments, saying, "I have a very good idea who murdered Christopher, and I genuinely believe that the LAPD know exactly who did too. They've done their investigation, but they just refuse to move forward. I don't know why they haven't arrested who was involved. It seems to me that it's one giant conspiracy and someone is definitely being protected somewhere down the line. There's no closure for me until that murderer is behind bars and sentenced." Biggie's mother had suspicions about Puffy's motives and association with Biggie from the start. In her book, Valletta Wallace remembers her son, Christopher. She writes, "The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher back then as a 19-year-old. He had never seen that much at one time in his life. It was enough money to make my son believe Puffy was ready to do anything for him. It was enough to buy blind love and loyalty." Diddy and Jay Z joined hands in taking Biggie down so that the Blueprint performer would emerge as the best rapper out of New York. And he sure did. Do you still think all these are coincidences? Well, think again, and the casualty list is not yet done. How about one of the most recent deaths? That of Kim Porter. Was it Diddy, or was it both? Let's find out.
47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
In 2018, the music community came together to grieve the untimely loss of Kim Porter, an actress, model, and mother of 4 children. Porter had died of pneumonia, according to the medical examiner's report that was written after her passing. She reportedly had the flu when she asked Diddy, the father of 3 of her children, to watch the kids so they wouldn't catch it themselves. Porter passed away in her sleep on November 15th as a result of a lung illness 3 days later. Family, close friends, and admirers were all in disbelief immediately after her death, since they couldn't understand how a healthy woman could have suddenly passed away from pneumonia at the age of only 47. Following her passing, numerous messages on social media expressed love and admiration for Diddy and Porter's extended family. Nevertheless, it was short-lived as damning claims that the founder of Bad Boy had sacrificed the mother of his children began to come in thick and fast. Firstly, R&B singer Al B. Sure, the father of Porter's son Quincy Brown, proposed that the possibility of her death was the result of foul play and not due to the complications of illness. The Lake County coroner of medical examination determined that Porter passed from lobar pneumonia. Her death was certified as being due to natural causes. Albee asserted that Porter was running at the time of her death from someone or something and that he had advised her to contact the FBI in a now-deleted Instagram caption. He didn't say she was running a marathon until much later. From there, he demanded a new investigation into Porter's death, which is something he had previously proposed. Does this suggest that when Porter was said to be fleeing from someone, she was actually fleeing Diddy? Porter's death was surrounded by suspicion and uncertainty, much like the unexplained deaths of Brittany Murphy and her husband, Simon Monjack, who were also determined to be caused by pneumonia. Porter's terrible passing merely lengthens the list of unfortunate incidents involving those close to Diddy, most of whom were his label colleagues. Diddy has been charged with sacrificing guys like Craig Mack, Mace, Shy, Loon, and now Porter in order to keep his influence and relevancy in the music business. One thing unites all the performers mentioned: Diddy was their record label owner, and almost all of them came to despise and hate him. Whatever and however you understand, that is up to you, but something is seriously shady here. And finally, the most epic allegation that taints both Diddy and Jay Z's image is the sudden death of West Coast crooner Tupac Shakur. Tupac, the man, the legend, and the myth. His career accomplishment in the music business was absolutely tremendous. He immediately became a sensation when he arrived on the scene. And it makes sense why few rappers could even come close to matching the caliber of ability and craftsmanship of Tupac's music, which was in a league of its own. Even veteran rapper Snoop Dogg concurs that a lot of the great names in hip-hop might not have attained the same level of fame they do now if Tupac were still alive. With such extraordinary talent and a captivating personality, Tupac was genuinely unique, and that got Jay Z and Diddy on their toes. Rappers like Jay Z are successful today because of Tupac's untimely death, according to Snoop Dogg. Rappers would have struggled to compete with Tupac if he had been alive. Jay Z and Tupac had a rivalry during Tupac's life, but it ended after his death. Jay Z even abandoned the diss track he had made for Tupac. The producer of the track stated the reason why it never came out. It never came out of respect for the fact that he died. Jay did a record going at Pac, but just as it was about to come out, Tupac died. We performed it? Though, we performed it once. You have to understand, the chip on Jay's shoulder is so crazy, it's just like he had to perform it. Tupac was a very dynamic performer whose brief career had a lasting impression on the music business. Although he passed away too soon at the age of 25, he is still recognized as one of the best rappers of all time and is held in high esteem by his contemporaries. Tupac was conscious of his influence over women and regularly abused it, seeking the most alluring ladies without hesitation. Artists like Jay Z were leery of Tupac's influence due to his reputation. Even 50 Cent has, more than once, accused Diddy and Jay of killing Tupac. But just how good are these two at covering their tracks? It is unfortunate how they have messed up tens of lives. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.